Hello and welcome. I am Jay Hartone, and this is episode number 1 of Wasteland 2. In the last episode, we created our party, a ranger team, and now we're going to hit the play button and actually get playing the game. So enjoy the intro movie.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an Army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless, and I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else, that no ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged. Thank you, recruits.
Okay, and we are in the game now. We are talking to General Vargas, who is the leader of the Desert Rangers. And there will be a lot of text in the conversations, and I will not read it aloud because my diction is not so good. But you can read it for yourself. And some of this will be voiced over, most of it will not. So let's get on with this conversation.
appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a desert ranger.
And here we see the highlighted words that also show up down here. Those are keywords, and we can respond to those. We can also type in keywords in this space. But for now, let's just ask, how did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
Okay. The signal is a threat cell?
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
That sounds bad. Are you sure we are ready for this mission?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
Okay, very well. So the repeater units?
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
Okay, so we need to triangulate a signal. But first we need to install those repeaters and find them. So where are those towers?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first.
And Ace's logbook? Was it stolen?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
Okay. And what is our mission, sir?
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
Where is this area, sir?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Ah, so this is 1 day's walk. Okay.
There you go.
Call in?
Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
I see. So when can we enter the Citadel, sir?
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
Okay. Well, if we fail, we are probably dead, so okay. And here we see these little icons behind the keywords. Those are tied to the 3 conversation skills we went over in the last video. So we can use our hard-ass skill, our kiss-ass skill, or our smart-ass skill. We'll try to reason with him with our smart-ass skill of 1, and Oh, by the way, you can swap which character is doing talking. So you might, if you have different skills on different characters, you can use those accordingly. But we'll go with a leader and use our smart ass skill.
Using logic on me, eh?
Yes, I am.
Smart ass.
I am that too.
Logic and observation will change some folks' minds, and you can catch people in lies that way. But sometimes it only makes them mad, so be careful.
Okay.
In this case, you're right. I should let you in, but I got a feeling about you four. You got depths you don't even know you have, and it's gonna take adversity to tap them. So I'm sending you out undergunned and unprepared, just to see what it brings out of you. You'll thank me later.
If we don't die.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. We will do our best.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Okay, and here we have some tutorial pop-ups. Let's see. Logbook. We have a logbook that's kind of a quest journal, if you will. So let's check it out. We have two missions. So we need to search near the radio tower for the repeater units, and there are some additional info here. You can also click the plus sign and actually make your own notes about the different entries. And we also need to look for the rest of AC's logbook. And we also can see the local map here. So we are the 4 green arrows, we are facing that way. And there is General Vargas, a couple of rangers, and then a few more NPCs scattered around this area. We can see the world map here. So we are here at Ranger Citadel, and we also know the location of the radio tower, but nothing else so far. And we can see some mountain ranges on the map quite faintly, and those are impassable. So we have to go around them when we are traveling. What else? Keywords. Yes. So this is how the conversation dialogue works. And conversation skills. Now, here is our group of 4 rangers. And I can just move them all when they are all selected. If I hit the space bar, only one of them is selected, and I can move them individually. So this is good when you are, say, preparing to attack some enemies, and you want to position your different people carefully. But for now, let's just choose them all and see what else we have here. On the ground here there's a shovel, which we will pick up, and we will give this to Grandma Knuckles, because she is our muscle. Now if we select her, we can bind the shovel to one of her hotkeys, and now it is a usable item, which we can use to dig up stuff. For example, AC's grave, but we will not do that. That would be a bit disrespectful, I think. And we get some tutorial pop-ups about the skill and item usage. And actually, let's just go through the characters and see what skills we have here. Johnny has computer science, and he also has painkillers on his hotbar. So this is a one-time use item that will heal 12 points of our constitution. And we have a maximum of 20, and we are at max health. Then we have PK here, who is Animal Whisperer, Outdoorsman, and Toaster Repair person. And she also has some painkillers. Our Doctor has the Field Medic and Surgeon skills, and also the items that are required in order to use those skills. So if I want to heal a hurt player character or NPC with the field medic skill, I will need to use one of these med packs and it will be consumed. So currently we only have 2 of each, but hopefully we will find some more later. And finally, Grandma Knuckles has a perception skill, demolition skill, and some painkillers, and also cigarettes, as does our doctor. When we activate our perception skill, this white circle appears around Grandma Knuckles, and when we observe something, it will highlight if we observe it inside the circle. So let's go see how that works. We can go here and talk to Grenadier Major Nurgievich, but if we move closer, there's a magnifying glass pop-up, which means that Grandma Knuckles has observed something with the perception skill. So if we talk to him, we got this perception bonus. We notice he is wearing a double-barreled pistol on his hip. Okay, so as we were told before, we cannot enter the citadel. But we have a kiss ass and a hard ass option here. So if we select Johnny, we can use our kiss ass skill on him to lie that the general ordered us to tell you to let us in. Let's try that. So that didn't work, but he is telling us that he might have something that we are interested in. So yes, we are interested. So actually he will give us that huge weapon we observed before. So we will promise him to put her to good use, but only after we get someone with the shotgun skill. Thank you. So we have received the weapon and 10 shotgun ammo for it. We will not threaten him. So goodbye. Okay, let's move on. Here is a shopkeeper we can trade with, and there is also a water tap, so we can fill our canteen. And canteen we can see here on our character screen that our party has a water canteen that has 60 water capacity, and when we travel on the world map we will use this water up. But since we are full water now, we don't need to refill our water using that tap. Well, since we are now looking at the character screen, let's go through it. So here we have our character and what clothing they have, and we can inspect this. But you know, there's flavor text and it has some value and weight. Each character has a weight limit, what they can carry, and that is dependent on their strength. For example, Grandma Knuckles can carry a lot because she is very strong. And Johnny cannot carry that much because he is pretty weak. And we have our primary weapon and our secondary weapon. You can swap between them in combat freely. So we could, for example, equip the Mississippi Mule. It's a secondary weapon and it will appear on our hip. But we won't do that just now because we don't really have the skill to use it and we would just miss our shots. And we also have some ammo for our primary weapon. And then we have PK, who has a sniper rifle with 7 extra ammo, but nothing else really. The Doctor, who has an M1 rifle with 12 extra ammo and all the healing items and stuff we saw earlier in her hotbar. And Grandma Knuckles. Since we gave her 2 weapon skills to start with, both the melee weapons and the brawling skill, she starts with barbed wire bat and some brawling gloves that give more power to her punches. For example, Johnny has a very weak punch, but Grandma Knuckles' punch is by default more powerful and also enhanced by these gloves. And we can see their attributes, what skills they have, and then if there was a bio we would see it. What is this? Okay, just camera controls here. So we can rotate our view, and there's a cool compass on the map which shows us the direction the camera is pointing at, which can be useful when you look at your map and you get maybe turned around a bit if you rotate the camera too much. But let's talk to Corporal Solvik Seaforth here. Well, let's be nice to her. Nice to meet you, Solvik. So, she's an elderly woman, but she has joined the Rangers. And she kind of runs the supply out here. And helps around with, I guess, making stuff using a drill press or so. So you can outfit us. Okay, so we can trade with her for basic stuff, and in the Citadel we can get better stuff once we get access. Okay, so I think this is connected to Wasteland 1. I have not played it, don't really know the story. So, what is General Vargas like? Yeah, seems like a nice person. And what about Sergeant Nelson? Oh, I think Solvik is a quite sociable person. And what about Captain Mercaptain? Okay, so Captain Mercaptain is a tech genius, it seems. Let's try trading with you. This is the trade interface, so pretty basic stuff. You can choose different characters if you have sorted your inventory like that. Or you can just choose the entire party inventory here and see everything you have. You can also just filter through your items via these buttons at the top. And if you have picked up junk, you can just sell all your junk items with this button. Here it says we have $50 worth of scrap, and we have no barter skill bonus on any of our characters. She has a lot of scrap, so we could sell her stuff. But at the moment I don't think we can afford anything she has to offer. Maybe some ammo, but I'm not going to buy any ammo right now. But she has healing items, weapon mod. To install it we need 3 weaponsmithing skill, which we don't have any of. But it would be good, I think, for the sniper rifle. Maybe we'll see her later. Goodbye. Okay, this guy wants us to pick up the can here. Well, let's do him a favor. It's a tin can. We'll take it. Oops, and the goat decided to butt us in the butt. You're a mean person. We're just rookies here. You don't need any training. Okay. Who are you? Ashley Brygo. And you are La Loca. So Vargas is going to train you, and then maybe later you can join us. That sounds nice. Now, if you remember, our sniper has the animal whisperer skill. And here we have an animal. Let's try using it. Go talk to the goat. You get 2 XP. It was a critical success. The animal is drawn to you. So, now, this goat will follow PK. And she got a passive effect from him, which gives her +1 awareness, which is pretty good. Because she already had 6, now she's up to 7 awareness. Which gives her vision range, evasion, and combat initiative. This is pretty good. Let's check around the base a bit before we head out. Oh, there's someone here. Is he painting? Ranger Brass Knucks. Oh, he's cleaning up graffiti. Why? Okay. Oh. Well, maybe it just doesn't appreciate your talent. But maybe not the baby eating kind. We'll see if we find any spray paint. Okay, well, works for me. And we saw this already. What's this? Something seems to be buried here. Oh, good thing that Grandma Knuckles has a shovel. We can dig it up. And we found some ammo for pistols, revolvers, and SMGs. No one uses those, but we found 6 ammo and a medicine pouch with its junk. Okay, let's take it out. And what else? Ooh, I see another one. Yep. Go on, Granny, dig. We found scrap, which is money, more ammo, and a medicine pouch. Okay. Is there more? Buried treasure. Yes. We found more money and a large ring.
God damn it,
Who's this?
Ace.
Oh.
You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Who talked to you? Oh yes, this was the red-haired woman who laid a hat on Ace's coffin in that intro movie. And she has a lot of tattoos. Skulls. Oh, and another tattoo.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Babies? Us? I mean, look at Grandma Knuckles. She seems a bit cynical, I guess. So, you were at Ace's funeral. Did you know him well? Well, we saw that tattoo. Well? Okay, so Ace wasn't a ranger, and maybe never was formally a ranger, but he was a mechanic. Okay. So I see the tattoo of yours. Oh, you are a couple. You want to come with us? Angela Death. Okay. So, how well do you know, General? Yeah. Well, you still need grunts as well. Field operators. Or operatives, rather. So, he used to be called Snake. Yeah. 10 years without bar fights. Let's switch to Johnny here. So, Hellraiser. Oh, he's missing. Sounds like a good person to have around, I guess. And what about Thrasher? Oh, so he's injured. That sounds useful. Quartz, where is that? So we'll have to ask Gilbert when we get inside the Citadel. So, Ace's mission, was it trouble? Okay. Oh, you can blame yourself. Tell me about the rail nomads. Yeah. If only someone could stop them fighting, I guess. Transportation system sounds something any post-apocalyptic scenario would need. What about the repeater units? Okay. Have you heard any of these broadcasts? Cyborgs or androids or something? Sounds odd. So, what was base for cheese? Captain Death. So, computer was making robots. Oh, the Skynet scenario. Who are the Red Scorpions? Okay, so they took over the prison. And they are shaking down everyone in their area for protection money. So tell us more about Eastern Arizona. What radiation clouds? Okay, so we're surrounded by deadly radiation. Do you know Woodson? Okay, so he operates the radio and keeps it running. Okay. Bye.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we'd been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged.
Okay.
So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Oh, yes, please. Please join us. I said yes.
Cool.
And
no need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
that is fine. So, followers. We can get more people in our party. So now Angela has joined us. And you can see she has a lot of health. 143 constitution. Let's take a look at her. She has brute force, outdoorsman, and that's her skills. She also has both 3 points in hardness, 3 in blunt weapons, 6 in assault rifles, and 2 in weaponsmithing. Now, so if we could get that weaponsmithing up by 1, we could actually install that sniper scope in the rifle. Interesting. And she also has the blunt weapon skill, and she has Ace's wrench, which seems to be an okay melee weapon. so I can just equip it. And that's a huge range, wow. So she has the M1 rifle, same as our doctor, and 20 extra ammo. So painkillers and faded letters. So each of these letters is faded and yellowed with HNUs. To my angel is scrawled on the front in loving, if slightly messy handwriting. Ah, so these must be love letters from Ace. What about her attributes? Very coordinated, unlucky, quite aware, medium strength, good speed, medium intelligence, and poor charisma. Okay. Well, I think she'll make a fine addition to our team. Is this? Yes, more digging. So, Grandma, put your back into it and get us some loot. And we found underbarrel flashlight, usable on most weapons, and it gives you +4 hit chance. Wow! And actually we could install it with Angela's weaponsmithing skill. That's pretty nice. We also have some rifle ammo. Just give it to Angela. And then scrap and some junk. Okay. I think we have talked to everyone here. Actually, we could... Let's see. This thing has 60% hit chance. Yeah. So if we give it 4 more, this rifle could actually be a bit more useful. So I think I need to take the hunting rifle and give it to Angela. And how do I... Oh, attach mod to this rifle. Yes. And now it has more hit chance. Go to defense. It has now 64. Yes, 4% more. Very nice. Our sniper can be a bit better shot. But for this episode is running a bit long, so we'll put a cut in here before we travel to the world map and see if we can find that radio tower we need to go to. So I will thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye.